Envogue.
Yeah.
Tell me about Envogue. Was that the first album or the second album?
Well, I don't know which album in sequence it was, but it was an opportunity because Merlin Bob, they already had like "Don't Let Go" recorded by Rico Wade,
Yes,
and I'm from
Dungeon Family,
the Dungeon Family, and they wrote a prolific record, and but Merlin was like, I can't get black radio to play this. They won't play it like this. It just sounds like a rock tune. And I need you to give me some R&B hood shit and just flip it on some New York shit. So I gave my own definition of it, and that's what we utilized to help break the record, to get the tension, to get everything to balance out. And then the movie it appeared in a movie and set it off, and you know the record went gold or platinum, and that album also went gold or platinum to set it off soundtrack. And that's Sylvia Rowan again and Merlin Bob's brain, and, you know, and Rick Brown and all those great people over at Elektra Records that understood the power of good music and, you know, and marketing, you know, having good people like Steve Nash and Richard Nash, who was our radio guy back then, who really is responsible for all the records that I've done in that run. You know, he broke all of those records.
Did you ever work with Azim?
Azim,
as far as marketing? No, he was in New York doing
because Azim from Nemesis, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he was primarily doing his thing through Universal.
Okay.
So none of my music really, I didn't hit Universal till we did Crazy for KC and JoJo.
Okay.
When I did Crazy for KC and JoJo, that's when, you know, again, that was one of those records that was tricky because it was almost rockish, almost pop. It wasn't traditional R&B, but that was a big record. You know, we sold 6 million copies of that record, with 2 or 3 million on Casey and JoJo's album Direct. Then the movie soundtrack itself, Save the Last Dance, sold like 3 million, and then it was on compilations like Now 6, which sold 3 million. So we were selling records across the board with that joint. You know,
if you had to say, you may have lost count, but you may not have. How many plaques would you say you have?
I don't know how many plaques I have.
Too many to count.
But I know I could say probably roughly about anywhere from 55 to 60 million records worldwide. Yeah, so, you know, no cap.
That's no cap.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
That's blessing, and I mean, I'm always gonna harp on the blessings. You know what I mean?
Woo! And that's slow jams. That was slow jams being served constantly, as well as some flavor. You know, every now and then we'll throw out some mid tempos or something that's different.
Then you work with MC Lyte as well?
Yeah, I work with MC Lyte.
You gave her a hit.
Yeah, matter of fact, she blessed me too with by rapping on other stuff that outside of her stuff. Like when she came and blessed me on Billy Lawrence, because we went to school together, me and MC Lyte.
Okay.
Yeah, in Brooklyn. So we had math class. Mr. Brody was our math teacher. He taught us geometry. So you know, she was the person that really kind of like got the label. Her and Billy Lawrence really were the ones that kind of like gave them the whistle to say, hey, get behind this kid, man. He good people and he talented. And so, you know, that in combination with the fact that, you know, I was working with some people that actually could hear.
Yes.
You know, they knew when something was something to pay attention to. Like, even when I didn't know, they was the ones that's like, nah, you ready.
Yeah, I saw that's a beautiful. You think so? She remembered you from being in?
Oh, yeah.
What was it, grade school?
Yeah, she remembered right away. Yeah, right away. She's still one of my close friends to this day.
That's good, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Shoot, I still speak to her every now and then. You know, she's real good people, and she's extremely talented. Yes. Extremely talented.
Oh,
her voice is amazing.
Come on now. Yeah, does she have a radio spot?
She does.
She needs one.
She does. She does a lot of stuff, licensing type stuff with audio. Where using her voice, they're using her voice for like TV shows, for Grammys, for a lot of different things. I mean, her voice commands, You know, it's very present when you
Yes.
hear it.
And it's recognizable.
Very recognizable.
you can't.
And she's always sounded exactly like that from we were kids.
Really?
When we were kids.
Powerful voice.
Her talking voice is her MC voice.
Did you know Audible 2, I believe it was in the
Audio 2, no. And that's her people's.
Yes.
No, I didn't know them, but I can't go on the record and say that, but I did know Lyte.
MC Lyte, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my people's.
It's your girl Jazzy K with Super Tight TV. We want to thank everyone that's been watching. Hey, if you do us a favor and hit that subscribe button, also press the notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video.
Know I'ma get some game tuned in with Super Tight. Yeah, I get it all up from Big Bobo, from the front seat, not no photos.